All right.
Is it okay if I take sippies while we're recording, or should I get out of the way now?
Abso-fucking-lutely, you can take sippies while we're recording.
All right.
I completely encourage you to continue drinking for this entire recording. Hi. This is a dumb fucking movie podcast. How are you doing, listeners? Do we have any listeners?
Listener, who gives a fuck if they're...
I know.
Even if we have listeners, fuck them.
I'm trying to pick which one of these alcohols I'm going to drink next. I got a lot of tiny little bottles.
You got quite a variety there.
Ooh, this is Peppermint Twists. Smirnoff? That looks pretty good. I have 7.
That's a lucky number, they say. We're not very lucky.
This is a podcast formerly known as Blinkity Bloop, but Nick and I renounced that.
There have been some events lately that have occurred in our lives that made us rethink.
I don't want to even talk about any...
You're right.
Listen, basically, the point is this podcast is fucking shit. Mm-hmm. And Mrs. Seelan is saying, we gotta talk about fucking Oscars again. And basically, we're gonna fuck off until we're fired because fuck this. Yeah.
Sounds great.
You want to do a cheer here? Pick a number like
1 to 7.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with. I'm gonna say 4.
Oh, I don't have a system of having these numbered. I guess it's gonna be a Smirnoff.
Okay.
I kind of want to get one of the bad ones out of the way, though. No, they're all good. They're all pretty good. Peppermint Smirnoff. Okay. You want to do like a little cheers thing?
All right, sure. What are we cheersing?
To fuck this podcast?
All right, to fuck this podcast. Yeah, all right.
All right.
Great.
You're supposed to drink.
Right,
yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah. So
I could have had that quicker, but that was good.
Okay.
All right.
Movies.
Yeah, we have to talk about
other movies we saw this year.
Oh, right, yeah. I guess we should get that shit out of the way.
Just like any little, last minute.
Fuck it, yeah. I mean, may as well. Movies, who gives a fuck? But at this point, we've talked about everything we saw in 2018, which is way too fucking much. So it'd be dumb to leave shit out.
Yeah, might as well finish it up.
Did you see any of the movies that I saw? Did I convince you to see anything?
You convinced me to see Blind Spotting.
Ooh, Blind Spotting was a good one. How'd you like that?
I liked it quite a bit. I'd say it was in my top 10 of the year, I think. Something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a great commentary on race relations and the state of, being a person of color in our messed up society.
That was elegantly put. I mean, I agree. I think it was a great movie. It was a musical, right?
It was. I was not expecting. You told me it was a quote unquote musical, but it still came out in a different way than I expected. Spoken word.
Yeah, it's a weird musical.
Kinda.
I would call it rap, technically. I mean,
that's
I get it though. It stylistically, it's very strange.
Yeah,
but it's just a great comedy drama.
And that I won't say what happens in the climax, but that was a very tense scene, and I was like on the edge of my seat.
Cool.
I loved it.
With Wayne Knight, that scene.
That wasn't the scene I loved, but I did love seeing Wayne Knight. Like, I saw the name in the credits, and I was like, that must be another Wayne Knight. They wouldn't get the Seinfeld guy in this. That just seems out of, oh my God, it's Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight had a solid reputation of being in groundbreaking racial movies.
Oh, what else?
Toy Story 2.
That did have a lot to say about race and modern life.
Exactly. But I'm glad you liked Blind Spotting. You got me to see a movie that you had seen.
Yep.
I saw Cam.
And I saw it with you.
You did. That did happen.
Yeah.
So you saw it twice.
I did.
Shh, don't tell.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a lot of these movies we've seen, some of us have seen them twice. Cam Listen, I thought it was a cool premise. I like the idea of you just have a doppelganger and it's completely unexplained. And they're just kind of taking over your life on the internet. And they never explain it. And I think that worked. Like, you don't need to know why. It's actually more interesting, I think, to not know how the hell that happened.
Uh-huh.
There really wasn't much to the movie beyond that premise.
No.
Like, she didn't even have to be a cam girl, honestly. Like, that didn't feel necessary to the plot.
Not really.
But, I mean, it worked. It worked, and listen, that premise was enough to fill an entire movie as far as I'm concerned, so it was a solid, entertaining watch.
Okay.
All right, but all the other movies I saw, you did not see, and vice versa. Well, except, the ones that we clearly already, you know what I'm getting at?
No, yeah, I get you.
All right, cool. You should have more to drink.
All right, sure, I will. You, while I'm drinking, you bring up your next movie.
Oh, right, I was pissed because I kind of saw a solid 125 movies, but then I got dragged into seeing On the Basis of Sex. And listen, I mean, feminism is very cool. Is good stuff.
Uh-huh.
I did not feel like seeing On the Basis of Sex.
It seemed kind of bland.
Maybe the documentary they came out with earlier in the year, RBG.
Yeah.
I imagine that would have been better.
Probably.
This was a very, very by-the-numbers biopic about Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Did you see her get naked?
No, that did not happen in this movie.
Well, then it's a bullshit title.
It was just about her struggle early in her career, and it's like, hey, did you know sexism is bad? And I'm like, yeah. Do you know Ruth Bader Ginsburg is important and innovative? Yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with the movie. I just feel like it was a total waste of time.
It was very straightforward, predictable stuff.
Yeah, it's tough because it's definitely relevant shit in today's world. So I don't want to knock it exactly, but the presentation was just pretty boring. So yeah, it's good that it's saying, hey, don't do the sexism, but I don't know. Maybe they could have said it in a slightly more entertaining way, like, don't do the sexism. Yeah, just like that.
Just like that, yeah.
But that's about it. We've now officially just covered all the movies we've seen from 2018.
That may have been the shortest movie talk we've ever had.
There weren't going to be that many fucking movies.
Well, yeah, but I think we still summed up 2 movies faster than we've ever. 3 movies faster than we've summed up in previous episodes.
Yeah, I mean,
there's not a lot to say, I guess. I don't know.
Plus, we're drinking, so that's a thing.
That might have something to do with it.
But no, I genuinely didn't have that much to say about On the Basis of Sex.
Yeah,
it's about it. Mm-hmm. We should probably. I mean, I don't know if Mrs. Sealand's like, you gotta talk about the Oscar movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess let's do it in a really shitty way so we don't ever have to be here again. Does that sound good?
Yeah. So, what are we going through? Best Picture? Are we going through every category, or what's going on here? How about we talk about Best Picture?
We only have to do Best Picture.
Okay, gotcha.
Not that other fucking bullshit.
Okay, cool.
So I don't know how we'll just go back and forth. You pick one, I'll pick one, and then we'll hit all 8. So here, you pick any Best Picture. You start off.
Well, before I do we have to talk about each one a good amount, or can we just be kind of quick?
No, we can fucking. It's gonna be like the first episode we did.
Yeah.
We're just kind of talking about it. Plus, most of literally all of these movies we've talked about before.
That's true. So,
I happen to have seen all the Best Picture movies. Nick had to do a lot of catch up, so you're gonna hear Nick's first time opinions here,
yep.
But. We'll just blaze through them. So, Nick, you kick us off.
All right. So
just pick a movie.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, what the fuck? You're really
starting off great. It was, oh, wow.
Yeah, what'd you think? Was it great?
You were absolutely right with all of your opinions. It was garbage. But I did do some background research. And by background research, I mean watching interviews with Freddie Mercury.
Okay.
And I will say Rami Malek did a pretty damn good job capturing his essence.
All right, good. I
So,
was wondering about
The
that.
movie had that going for it, and that is literally it.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Just as pretentious as I said?
Yeah, it was just like, we're great. We're so great. And I'm just like, you don't need to tell me that. Just show me the music and just show us what actually happened. And I was wondering if they were going to brush Freddie Mercury's sexuality under the rug. And they actually did cover it a bit more than I expected. I thought it was just going to show him like slapping a guy's ass and that's it. Just like, hello. And then he's just making out with girls the rest of the movie. But in this, there was a good deal more dude flirting than I expected. So that was a nice surprise.
I mean, yes, but also in 2019, it's still...
It shouldn't be...
It's pretty gutsless.
Yeah, it shouldn't be... You shouldn't be commended for showing, like, gay love. It should just be common.
Yeah, they basically didn't even show gay love.
No,
nothing happened.
I'd love to see Rami Malek pounding a guy, but... I don't know if Freddie Mercury was the poundee or the pounder, and I don't know what the procedure was for that.
You know, he was whatever he wanted to be.
That's true. He seemed versatile. He could flip around.
Yeah. I thought that this movie was really offensive because it was just super pandering.
Uh-huh.
It's treating the audience like they didn't understand that Queen was great, so they're just constantly being like, isn't Queen amazing?
And to be fair, I think they were actually right, because a lot of people seem to like this. A lot of quote-unquote normal people that weren't critics. Critics mostly panned this.
Yeah, well, that's the thing I said, and this is offensive that I said this, because a lot of people that like this will probably be like, wow, Drew is an asshole, and it's true, but I think this is a really good movie for average moviegoers that aren't that familiar with Queen and don't want to think too hard when they go to a movie or care about being particularly entertained.
Right.
This movie does a good job of going, this is what happened with Queen, and Queen's great. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
It's about all it delivers.
Yeah.
I find it boring and offensive, but other people will probably find it uplifting and magical.
Yeah, it was very by the numbers. Picture every single musical biopic you've ever seen about a band or a musician. This follows all those beats, but in the blandest possible way you could imagine.
Yay!
Woo.
Oh man, are you not just shocked that it got nominated for Best Picture?
I'm really disappointed because we had a number of really good movies this year. Like Blind Spotting was fucking snubbed. That would have been a great Best Picture nominee. Like if Beale Street Could Talk, I feel like should be Best Picture level. I didn't see it, but it just seemed like Oscar bait, and they only gave it like screenplay or whatever.
Well, neither of us even saw it.
I know, but it was from the guy who did Moonlight, and
yeah.
That seems like Oscar bait. So it just seemed like this does not seem like Oscar bait. This just seems like shit that should have just been swept under the fucking rug. But here it is, like front and fucking center.
Here, I'm just gonna go through. I'm gonna name 10 movies. We'll say that I think deserved a Best Picture nomination over this.
Yep.
Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah.
Okay. Mandy.
Yeah.
All right. Peter Rabbit.
No.
Really?
Over this, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was just thinking, like, in terms overall, but yeah.
No, like, you are a voter. You have on your ballot Peter Rabbit, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Like, there's
yes,
a choice
those are the only two. Which
two.
do you pick? Peter Rabbit.
I do.
Okay. Do you pick Isle of Dogs?
Yes.
Do you pick Snake Out of Compton?
I didn't see it. What would you say?
Yes. Do you pick Blockers?
I didn't see it. What would you say?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You really didn't like Blockers?
No, I did not.
But still, it's still
yes.
above. Okay, fair enough.
Would you pick The Meg?
Didn't see it.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you pick The Christmas Chronicles?
Didn't see it.
Yes. Would you pick Duck, Duck, Goose?
Did not see it.
Yes. Would you pick Book Club?
I would honestly, in my book, say no, because Bohemian Rhapsody provided me, because of Rami Malek alone, more entertainment than all the garbage fucking shit that happened in Book Club.
But did you see Book Club?
Yes.
What?
Yes, I saw it with you.
You did?
Yes.
Oh my God, I don't remember that.
It's because it was a shit movie that was very easily forgettable. You didn't even remember my presence there.
No, I didn't. Oh, was that? There was one movie. It might have been this one, but I can't remember. I never talked about it, but you were already in the theater, and I was late getting there.
Uh-huh.
And so I looked into the theater, and basically there was only one person in the theater. And so, just to be funny, I burst up the stairs like a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
And then I went to approach the row that you were in, and it wasn't you. It was just some guy. But I had to commit to it. So I just like sat there for a while. And you're texting me like, where the fuck are you? I don't want to be in this movie alone. I'm like, I'll explain later.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Book Club that I did that for.
It might have been Book Club. That sounds familiar.
It's definitely a movie you did not want to be in the theater for alone.
That was one of the big ones.
Yeah. All right. I think we can just agree Bohemian Rhapsody. This is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, got him.
Okay. My turn to pick a movie.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and go with my favorite movie of the year.
No.
You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
Black Panther.
I know for a fact that wasn't your favorite movie of the year.
I thought it was fine.
It wasn't even your favorite Marvel movie. That would go to Into the Spider-Verse.
I mean, yeah. Isn't that the same for you?
Yeah, no, but I'm just debunking your joke.
Listen, I thought that I think we can both agree the racial stuff was handled well.
It was important.
Yeah. And representation, good shit.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of other fun nuggets about this that really work. Wakanda is a really interesting location for a lot of reasons.
Absolutely.
Still feel a little guilty that Andy Serkis is maybe my favorite part of this.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people express that sentiment, though, and yeah, well, you know.
And I also found myself liking the villain. Liking, but he was one of the best.
He's amazing. Yeah, he's
Michael B. Jordan.
It's a great villain.
Yeah,
but in a lot of other respects, I just found it to be. I'm not gonna say a boring Marvel movie because I don't know that Marvel movies are ever really boring. It's like how people say Disney movies are very formulaic, but they always do something unexpected, and I feel it's the same with Marvel movies. That's why I mean, like. It's a balancing act, but you want to make them familiar, but at the same time, you want to make them good, and you make them good by having them not be too familiar. And I thought it was a really bold thing for this movie to basically say that Black Panther was wrong and all of Wakanda's traditions were wrong and that they should be sharing their technologies with the world.
That was bold.
It was really interesting.
Uh-huh.
So there was stuff like that made it a fun movie. Then there was, big battle at the end.
Very generic.
Yeah, it's definitely an entertaining movie. I will watch it if it's on.
Yeah.
I'm not bored by it.
No.
I just don't think that it's Best Picture material.
No, I'd say again that Into the Spider-Verse was much more innovative, I think, in terms of like the medium itself and just
in the race stuff.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
there was race in it.
Yeah, sure.
But not as much, I guess.
Yeah, Black Panther, it's all right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Drink break. Time for drink.
All right. I will say it's probably better than a few of the other Best Picture nominees.
Yeah, like this is key lime rum cream.
Oh, that's an interesting.
It's just cream.
Key lime, though. That's a cool flavor.
All right, you better take a big swig because I'm going to down this shit.
That's a pretty big swig for me.
Ugh.
All right. How was it? Was it key limey?
It's pretty good.
All right.
It tasted exactly like key lime.
Cool.
It's creamy. It's weird.
Okay.
All right, you get to pick a Best Picture nominee.
Vice.
That's right. That's nominated.
So a movie that's pretty good that I think more so deserves it than, say, Bohemian Rhapsody.
I guess. I mean, I thought it was fine, but I don't look at it as a Best Picture nominee.
No, but this year, for some reason, the Academy's really shitting the bed with their choices.
I'm not going to say they didn't have that much to choose from, but I definitely think this year in movies has been more lackluster than others, especially compared to last year.
Yeah, last year was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking back to what we had for the 2017 nominees in that first episode.
We liked most of them.
Yes, we did.
We've fallen far.
But, all right, I mean, Vice, it was just messy. It was a very messily done movie.
Very erratic.
Yeah, it had moments that you could enjoy, but because it was just not exactly hitting the mark, it was kind of a confusing experience.
And it couldn't commit to a tone.
No.
1 minute it's serious, then another minute it's like jokey and breaking the fourth wall. It was just all over the place.
That was my biggest problem with it, is that I really felt it had a tone problem. I liked Christian Bale.
Performances were very solid, though.
I wanted it to be really, really good, but oh well. I'm not sure it was ever going to have the momentum of The Big Short. I mean, that's the thing, though. It seemed like the kind of movie that could have that momentum, because The Big Short was about an event that fucked over a lot of people, and Vice seemed to be something that fucked over a lot of people.
Fucked over even more people, if you think about it.
Yeah, it sounds like his actions had far-reaching consequences, but we only got glimmers of that, really. I don't know that we really felt it. So it's too bad. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just thought I heard something.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's your turn to pick a movie.
I know it's my turn to pick a movie, okay? You don't have to bully me.
Sorry, that wasn't my intention.
I know. I'm so fucking tired of having a mic in front of me.
Well, I mean,
you know what I mean. I want a mic in front of me.
For music.
Yeah, for music. In case our listeners forgot, our band's members abandoned us, and the future of Blinkity Bloop, the band, is totally unknown.
If not done completely.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick.
Sorry.
It's fine. No, it's not. So that sucks. And that's confusing.
Yep.
But whatever. Sorry. I don't. We'll let's just next thing that got nominated.
Next movie.
What the? Hold on. I can do this. I want to.
There was a good one in there.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Stop.
Okay. Sorry.
I want to pick on my own.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick one that I wouldn't immediately think of.
Just trying to help.
I know, like, I literally have 4 in my head right now that I could pick, and I'm trying to pick the one that I'm not thinking of.
Gotcha.
But whatever. I'm just Roma. There we go. That's the one I wasn't thinking of.
Yeah.
You saw Roma.
I did. It was very well shot. It was a very pretty movie, and there was some interesting tidbits, like a weird wrestling guy. But overall, it was just watching a young woman's life kind of take a downward spiral, and it was very interesting to see. But at a certain point, I was just like, this is really depressing, and I get that it's important, but can we go back to the part with the weird wrestling guy?
Can we admit that it was kind of boring?
Yeah.
It was like, I don't think anyone wants to say it because
No.
there was a lot of great craft in this movie.
It was very well crafted, but
it was kind of fucking boring.
yeah.
It had some great scenes, like the scene where you first see the riots is what I'll call them, breaking out.
Though that was very impressive.
Right? That was so good.
I wanted that like through the whole movie.
And her giving birth,
Yeah.
solid. And the very end with she saves the kids in the water.
Yeah. That was great.
Those 3 scenes, super memorable.
But
Can you name a 4th one? Well, okay, the scene where she goes to approach the guy while he's doing martial arts with a bunch of people.
That part.
That's like in the B tier of scenes.
Yeah. And then the C tier is the rest of the movie.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's really good. Like, it's one of those movies where you just want to sing praises. But
yeah.
it's good. It's really good. It's a great movie.
But it's not for everyone, I guess. Some people
It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
But it's great. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Your turn.
Green Book.
Oh no.
I never thought I'd say this, but like I was tired of Italian stereotypes 10 minutes into the movie, and I'm like, I'm really glad I'm not gonna see Italians through most of this movie, because the main character and his fucking family, I couldn't stand. They're like, hey, gabagool!
Yeah.
And I'm fucking Italian, and I was like sick of it. I have a fucking Italian family. They don't act that Italian. It was a movie about race, but then you see all these fucking Italians.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was into that the whole time. Probably.
What?
I was into it the whole time.
What do you mean?
The Italians.
Oh.
I can't get enough of Italians. I have a problem.
I guess you do.
But I can get enough of this kind of movie.
Yeah, it's the bland, like, hey, it's okay to be racist as long as you can grow from it. Like, instead of just being like, hey, it's not okay to be racist even like a little bit. So try and,
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Because if anything, it was like the white guy had stuff to teach the black guy. And it was just like, no, that's not how it works. Like, sometimes both sides have stuff to teach you, but sometimes it's just the black guy. The black guy can make the white guy's life better. The white guy is just going to be a stupid dumbass. Like,
also, I feel like there were some really, this is political, there were some problematic arguments that the white guy made that were never refuted.
uh-huh.
Like, at one point, he's like, you should like fried chicken because you're a black guy. And the black guy is obviously like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The white guy's like, oh, hey, if someone says that I want pizza, I don't care because I'm Italian. And we won't unpack why that's like just very misinformed.
Everyone likes pizza. It's a very generic
I said
dish.
we won't unpack it.
Shit.
But it's a problem.
Uh-huh.
And they don't refute it.
No.
And it's just, it's not a movie for me. I think it's a movie for people that
don't understand how racism works.
I don't know. I'm like trying to like be gentle here, but I'm gonna say something harsh. It's basically a movie for people that feel guilty because we live in a world where we're correcting racist behavior and they want to feel better about that world. So they got a movie that's like, it's okay. Like,
just be a cute, funny, dumb guy about it.
yeah, Viggo Mortensen's great.
Yeah.
Linda Cardinelli, A+.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall Ali, is that
Mahershala?
Mahershala?
Yeah.
I don't know what he was Moonlight, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. He doesn't even. I mean, it's been a while since I saw Moonlight, but I didn't recognize him at all.
Yeah.
No, that's right. It's because I'm thinking of the boy in Moonlight, not the adult.
He was not a boy. He's a very tall, lanky man.
Because I'm thinking of the poster of Moonlight, which is not him.
No.
I'm like, that doesn't look like Mahershala.
Because it's not.
Yeah, okay, that explains it. All right. Yeah, Green Book. It's all right.
I wanted it to go more into the actual Green Book itself.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was hoping it'd be about. Like for black folks going to hotels that were safe for them. And it showed that briefly. I'm like, why'd you title it that? Why didn't you title it bland ass movie that like sugarcoats racism?
That's actually its title in other countries.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Like Sweden. And that's
okay,
it.
that adds up.
That's it.
Okay.
All right. So it's my turn to pick a movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with BlacKkKlansman, which is an inferior race relations movie.
A what?
Inferior race relations movie.
What do you mean by inferior?
It's not nearly as good as Green Book.
I'd say it's probably the best picture nominee.
Ooh,
and I'd
shots
say
fired.
It deserves the win.
I wouldn't be upset if it won. I've seen it 3 times now, and I definitely, I still enjoy it, but I notice the sloppy aspects of it.
How so?
Basically, it's a very meandering script in a way, where it just kind of goes through things. And the thing is, the subject material is so entertaining that you can mostly ignore that.
Right.
But I definitely, it feels like a little long, and I can't help but wonder what it would have been like if it was a little tighter. But it's still like the fact that I am still very entertained 3 viewings in, and it is a little sloppy like that. That really speaks for the kind of story that it's being told.
I mean, could you watch most of the other Best Picture nominees more than once?
Most of them?
Yeah.
Well, I've seen Bohemian Rhapsody 8 times. It just gets better and better every time.
I think...
No, like BlacKkKlansman is clearly one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It is not my favorite.
Oh, I know what you mean by that.
What do you mean? What? What do you mean?
Was that a transition?
No.
Okay.
It's just saying it wasn't my favorite.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because...
Saying BlacKkKlansman wasn't my favorite. Can you please just stop being cryptic here? Or can we just get on with the conversation?
Let's get on with the conversation.
I don't know if I have anything else to say. Topher Grace is a godsend.
He was great as one of the scummiest, like, real-life racist people in the United States.
I just always love him. I loved him in this. I feel I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, but I mean, you love to hate him, you know?
Yeah,
he was a charming racist, like charming ironically. Like, I don't know. And then you see like the real life David Duke, and he captured that vibe.
It's just it's shockingly suspenseful and funny. I wonder how many people find it to be a comedy. Because I feel like, oh man, I'm about to sneeze.
Uh-oh.
I gotta make.
Bless you.
I was gonna make. Hold on. Sorry, I'm allergic to great race relation movies.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, but what the fuck was I talking about?
David Duke and Topher Grace. Oh no, how the movies, like, you wonder if people consider it like a comedy.
Yeah, because
tense moments.
It's really. Like, I don't think a racist would find it funny.
No.
Just go, yeah, it makes sense. But I also, decent people might not find it funny either, because they might just be
freaked out.
Yeah, really shocked and upset by all the racism. And yeah, it's flagrant, awful racism. But I think you're able to laugh at it because racism inherently is just such a stupid thing.
Yeah.
It's like a more immoral equivalent of some guy slipping on a banana peel. You just look at it and go, that's just so ridiculous, and that's dumb. And that's what racism feels like. So
slipping on a banana peel?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like classic comedy. Yeah. That's how absurd it is.
Yeah.
But, you really have to be in the right frame of mind for that, and I feel like Spike Lee intentionally kind of like tries to put you in that frame of mind. I think
the comedy element is helped by the fact that it's like written and like directed by a person of color. Like if a white guy wrote it, I feel like it would be more of an issue.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like they're just pointing out how absurd it is, and the fact that you have cops that always have the upper hand it helps to just highlight how these racists look like fucking idiots. And so that's good. I mean, for me, I got like a coping mechanism of taking horrible, heinous things and trying to make them funnier or lighter, just so I don't have to think about how terrible they are, which is not always the correct course of action.
No, but it helps.
It's helpful, and I'm glad there's a movie out there that is willing to try to be funny about these like really awful things. And I feel like most people find that it succeeded.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
So yeah, great movie. And I picked that one, right?
Yeah.
So we have 2 more to go. So you have the final choice here, because I'm stuck with whatever you leave me with.
So because you said the favorite earlier, I assumed you were alluding to the movie The Favorite.
Does that mean you're picking The Favorite?
Yes.
You're picking my favorite movie of the Best Picture nominees?
Yes.
Nick, I gave you so many hints that it was my favorite. And you're picking it anyway, and you're not going to let me pick it?
Do you want me to undo it?
It's too late. You already did it.
All right. Well, we better follow through. Anyway, The Favorite by Yorgos Lanthimos.
How do you not want that to win?
It's like my second favorite.
Oh.
Okay.
Listen, it's all right. It's all right. I get it. BlacKkKlansman is a little more politically relevant than a silly love triangle movie, which is basically all this was. It was just a really funny love triangle movie.
And very well shot and very, like, just fun to watch and look at.
It's just one of the best, most well-made comedies of the decade, maybe. It is fucking excellent and really well done.
And the fact that they set it in like a historical time period and it still managed to be hilarious is kind of a feat in itself, because historical dramas so often are so bland and like blah, blah, blah. And this was just fresh and hilarious. Like it might as well be a modern comedy.
It's honestly a way to make it funny, though, because we have associations with the past, especially that era. It's very sophisticated and serious. So basically, you can have characters doing something funny in a 2019 setting, and we might laugh, but it becomes even funnier when you give it a more sophisticated veil of a time all the way back then, because then you feel more of the contrast and it really embellishes the humor.
Yeah.
So I actually think that the time period really worked to his advantage, which is also interesting because at the same time it subverts our expectations of what that time period would be like.
Right.
So it works on a couple levels, but great performances. Olivia
Colman, yep.
Oh,
great.
yeah.
She's great. I hope she's nominated for Best. I think she is.
She is.
Okay.
She's won it already.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Yeah. So good for her.
Yep.
Anything else about The Favorite?
I mean, I did some research on it because I was curious about like real life influences, and it seemed like stuff like that was actually kind of common.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it wasn't just like crazy made up stuff. Like, actual like royalty had like secret gay love affairs a lot. And,
That's cool.
Yeah. And there were actually people said the guy getting pelted while like naked with fruit was something that weird court people would do.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah.
That kind of makes me appreciate this a lot more.
Yeah.
I appreciate your research. Some good research. But Nick, we do have one more movie we're gonna have to discuss, and I'm definitely gonna drink a thing for it.
All right, I'll join you.
Oh boy, I don't want to do cream again. I got 2 creams and 3 hard things. I think I'll do the tequila.
Okay.
But I can't drink it until I remember what the movie is, and hold on. We've talked about The Favorite, Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, BlacKkKlansman, Roma, Vice, Green Book. Do you also not remember it?
No.
You also don't remember it. This is great. There's another one. Who's going to think of it first?
I I feel like it was another kind of not great movie that was overrated.
The only two movies I even cared about winning was The Favorite by a long shot, and then if BlacKkKlansman won, I'd be fine with that too.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest I didn't care about. It wasn't animated.
No.
All right, I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can find it in this pool of movies we've seen. Venom, that was it.
As you were saying it, I was like, "Oh, we figured it out." Wait a minute.
Gotcha. Oh man, what the fuck was it? Oh, no, wait, was it? Was it First Man?
I don't think so. That doesn't sound right. I think they mostly panned that.
It might have been First Man.
Hold
on. This will be for Best Picture nominees. I pitter patter on my computer. Oh God, it wasn't First Man. How are you not getting it?
Oh.
So,
A Star is Born.
Nick had a face of complete bewilderment, as if my wonderful singing cue didn't immediately have him light up to the magic of A Star is Born.
Oh my God. It was so fucking forgettable.
You didn't love it?
It was so fucking bland.
But hey, Lady Gaga was in it.
Yep, she was also in fucking American Horror Story Hotel, and that was a fucking bag of dog shit.
What? But she's Lady Gaga.
Yeah, and fucking Lady Gaga can lay an egg made of balls.
What about Bradley Cooper, though?
Bradley Cooper's a bitch ass.
But he was an American Sniper.
Yeah, and Clint Eastwood's a bitch ass, too.
But he was in American Hustle.
I like that, but that doesn't forgive him for American Sniper and A Star is Born.
But he was in American Pie.
I don't think he was in American Pie.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He was not.
I read an article where he said he was embarrassed that he got snubbed for a director nominee. And I was like, you fucking deserve it, you milquetoast bitch.
Oh, you know what he should be embarrassed by?
This fucking movie.
Hey, there it is. Listen, all right, let's articulate why we don't like this. It's shit.
It's horse balls.
All right, do you agree with this sentiment? A Star is Born inherently as a story is not something that's worth telling because it's boring.
It's very unoriginal and just bland.
I think even in the 30s, people are like, all right, and rolling their eyes.
I feel like you could tell this in like a Greek tragedy before Christ was born, and people would be like, this is overdone.
Somebody becoming famous and then somebody killing themselves. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're classic staples of storytelling, but there's got to be something else there, I would think.
Yeah.
What do you think? You like the music a little bit, right?
I just like the one song.
You know that one?
That was the only one that stood out to me, and that seems to be the general consensus. It wasn't great, but it was good. That one moment made me go, maybe things won't be so bad.
Oh.
And then the rest of the movie happened.
Poor baby. Did you see any of the other Star is Born movies?
No.
It's all the same thing, done slightly different.
Yeah.
I would have liked it if this movie took an angle, because what I've always thought the movie should be is a rivalry. And like it kind of always has been a little bit.
It never commits to it though.
It's hard to remember, but I'm not sure all the movies have had the dude that kills himself be a music artist himself. But there's something there. The idea of, someone going from rags to riches and someone having a fall from grace. And I feel like there should be jealousy there. But I don't know that I've ever felt the jealousy. Definitely not in this movie.
This one, I don't know. I thought they kind of illustrated some jealousy with
No, because he was like, the music you're singing is pop music. It's sellout stuff. And he seemed to be upset about her selling out, not the fact that she was famous.
But, like, he was on the down, like, he was falling out of grace. And, like, I think...
He was, but I want it to be more parallel. You know what I mean? I want
I gotcha.
him to be sad because someone else is at the top.
Yeah.
And, maybe he doesn't have to kill himself.
Yeah.
Like, think of how cool it'd be just the parallel. Like, someone starts at the bottom, and it's like a perfect X. As they go to the top, the other person perfectly goes to the bottom, and then they've switched places. And you know what? Maybe it doesn't even have to be sad at the end. Like, maybe it can be a story about how
bittersweet.
It's okay whether you're at the top or whether you're at the bottom. And maybe their friendship, they were friends while one was at the top and one was at the bottom, and maybe they can
work through it.
Continue that way even when it switches. And that's the point. Like, friendship will pull you through no matter what your circumstances are.
Should.
But that's
one part that made me like amused that definitely wasn't supposed to is the award show scene where he kisses himself on stage, and everyone like watching it who's normal and not a piece of shit would be like, that's fucking horrifying. And I'm just like, he pissed himself.
I was thinking about that literally today, and just like, yeah. I wonder if he really pissed himself. Bradley Cooper seems like, I gotta get in character and be authentic. He just actually pisses himself, and Lady Gaga's like, I gotta prove that I'm an amazing actress, and so she realistically actually covers Bradley Cooper's piss. I'm like, you fucks. Like, oh boy. Yeah. They think they're doing something so important in this piss boy scene.
That's what they should have called it. A piss boy is born. Or a piss boy is killed.
Yeah, there it is. A piss boy dies. Hanging out with my piss boy.
Yeah, and then
get it? Hanging out.
What?
Hanging out. Oh,
because he hangs himself.
What?
He hangs himself.
No.
In his garage.
How do you know? All I saw in the movie is he was just in his garage.
Yep.
He like stepped on a chair.
Uh-huh. And you see his feet dangling through the garage window.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I was too bored to pay attention to that
wanted
detail.
To see his face. It was a letdown.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
So, I heard someone say that it's likely that'll win Best Picture. Oh. Not because they loved the movie, but just based on the Oscar history. Like, yeah, that seems like a front runner to win.
Suicide.
And I would be so upset. If anything, because all the other Stars Born movies are better.
Yeah.
And none of them won. I mean, one of them came close, I think.
And again, I feel like remakes, the Oscars normally pan. And it's like the 4th or 5th. And so that just, you might as well just call it A Star is Born 5.
Yeah. And thank you for acknowledging it's technically the 5th one.
Yeah.
Although it's like...
There was a Bollywood one, so...
I'm not counting Bollywood.
Okay, so then it's A Star is Born 4.
No, but I am counting the movie that was allegedly ripped off by all of these movies.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
What Price Hollywood?
Okay, yeah, that's right. That was the title.
There's probably like 8,000 Bollywood movies that are like A Star is Born.
Probably.
Like, there's probably... I doubt there's just only one foreign remake of this.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably 1,000 Stars Borns.
Yeah.
Because it's such a great story. The mark of a good story is one that's repeated so often that you wonder why it's still being told.
Yeah.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Cling. Ooh. Oh man. That's
all right. You okay?
That's some good tequila.
All right, so we covered Best Pictures. Now what?
Yeah, we really did. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we also talked about which one we want to win.
Yep.
You want BlacKkKlansman. I want The Favorite.
Yep.
I think we'd be happy if it got switched.
Yeah, I'd be just as happy with The Favorite.
But everything else is kind of like,
meh.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Nick, are you on my level?
What do you mean?
I feel like you're not drinking as much as me. Are you not as sad about the fucking band?
I'm just processing it in a different way, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
It's still, in a way, I'm sad. I just take it out on myself in different ways.
You sure it's not like you never cared that much about the band?
I don't really appreciate the implication you're making there, and I
I don't
resent
really
that.
appreciate the implication you're making there.
I don't see why you have to mock my voice. I'm being sincere with you.
Well, I kind of have to wonder why you're just so sober and happy over there.
I'm not happy.
You're not happy?
No.
Well, you don't seem to need alcohol to cope.
I just cope in my own way.
What's your own way? Just being totally fine? That
I'm not totally fine.
the fucking band is... how many fucking years, Nick? How many fucking years have we been talking about hitting it big with this band?
Years? I don't want to count.
And this horse shit happens. This fucking podcast. Fuck this dumb fucking movie podcast. Were we shitty enough? You gotta drink more so we can be shitty enough so we can get the fuck out of here. That's the whole point of it.
You're right.
No, I mean, well, the point of it is that I'm fucking sad. But also, there it is. That's good. Good job, I think. You're still drinking less than me. Sorry. Well, I don't... You know what? Fuck it. We were supposed to... There's like a whole list of other things Mrs. Seelan wanted us to do. This was supposed to be a big extravaganza.
Yeah.
But Nick and I have decided to say fuck it.
Yep.
And we're going to do something a little fun.
Uh-huh.
We're supposed to have like a discussion about, picking favorites and shit. Or whatever. I don't know, like serious analysis of like movies from the year.
And talking about the like Oscars themselves.
There's like
categories.
There's a bunch of bullshit, but instead Nick and I decided we're gonna do the Blinkity Bloop Awards, and that's the fucking
podcast, not the band.
I don't even know or if either are even gonna exist.
Yeah.
It's always it's the band, not the podcast. Podcast, not the band, but it's like I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's just a podcast.
Whatever. So we decided to do a fun little thing and come up with our own awards categories. So Nick and I will alternate. We're gonna go back and forth. I got a computer. Nick's got some paper. And Nick, how many do you have?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, you're counting just out loud.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
I thought you were going to come up with the 15th one, Nick.
No.
Wow. That's all right. Well, I have 15, so I guess I'll start.
Okay.
And we'll bring up our category and the nominees, and we'll have a tiny little discussion about what should win.
Okay.
So here, I'll get you started off.
Okay.
We have, this is an easy one.
Okay.
Best Sherlock Holmes adaptation.
Okay.
The nominees are Sherlock Gnomes and Holmes and Watson.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I can't entirely, vote in this one because I only saw one out of the two.
Listen, it's just going to be that way, but you can go with your gut because I'm sure that's what Oscar voters do too.
That's true, and their guts are normally wrong, but I think mine will be right in this case when I say Sherlock Gnomes.
Listen, I'm going to have to vote for Holmes and Watson,
Whoa.
if I'm being honest.
Oh, shit.
Holmes and Watson, objectively, is a much worse movie. Probably one of the worst of the year.
It seems like it.
But I was so fucking entertained by how awful it was.
Okay.
And Sherlock Gnomes, I did not find awful. I mean, there were moments that were just kind of dumb. But I think it had a fair amount going for it. I thought it was pretty entertaining.
But on accident.
Sherlock Gnomes?
Oh, no. Sherlock Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, Holmes and Watson was a big fucking accident. Sherlock Gnomes, I think it mostly accomplished its goals.
Yeah, it did.
So it's tough. It's neck and neck. But Holmes and Watson, just in terms of entertainment value, I feel like that kind of edges out.
Okay.
So what's your category, Buster?
My first category is Best Heist.
Ooh, okay.
So the category... No, sorry. Fuck. The nominees are...
There you go.
Good thing we're not at the fucking Oscars. We'd be booted out with how...
No, we'd fit right in with how much we're
pretty
fucking
drunk.
up and how drunk we are.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, the nominees are Widows, The Grinch, American Animals, Solo: A Star Wars Story, and Tomb Raider.
And would you mind if I added The Old Man and the Gun?
All right, sure. Yeah, we'll throw that in.
That's the thing we can do with movies like that I've seen that you might have and vice versa.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, God. I want to say The Grinch for ironic purposes. I didn't see Widows. I feel like that might be the ticket there.
Yeah, for me personally, I would have went with Widows. This is one of my only serious categories. I just wanted to go with a unique topic, but Widows just felt like what a heist movie should be.
I liked American Animals. I thought that was pretty good.
It played out the heist movie style in a realistic, kind of funny way. I did like that.
I really did not like Solo: A Star Wars Story.
I didn't really like it either.
You know what? I'm gonna go with American Animals Best Heist. The Old Man and the Gun I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
The Grinch can suck my balls.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. All right. What a category that was. All right. Now I have Best Movie with the premise of Venom. And the nominees are Venom.
Okay.
And Upgrade.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. I was like, you're only going to have a one movie category?
No. Nope.
Okay.
And I think Upgrade wins.
Yeah, I think I would have went with Upgrade too. I didn't see it, but it seemed like a very entertaining.
I saw it again, and it is still highly entertaining, an excellent movie. And listen, Venom, one of the best of the year. It's awful, but it is probably the best bad movie.
Yeah.
It is so fucking great.
Yep.
So Upgrade has to be really good at being good to top Venom for being bad. Mm-hmm. And it is.
Wow. Yep.
I mean, honest to God, just like not looking at it in a silly way, Upgrade takes the premise Venom went with and does it better in every conceivable way. It is what you might call an improvement.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, fuck. I should have said better movie.
Shouldn't you have said an upgrade?
It's your turn.
Okay. Okay, so my next category is worst film adaptation. And this means an adaptation of a book or a video game or another movie or anything.
Okay.
So the category... God damn it, I keep saying... The nominees are Venom, Fahrenheit 451, A Wrinkle in Time, and Ready Player One.
This is a worst adaptation?
Yeah. And to be fair, Ready Player One was actually... It captured the spirit of the book,
yeah,
which
like it was very
also
bad
fucking
book.
Hated. So, if anything, it was a good adaptation of a shit book, which was also shit. So maybe it shouldn't even be in the running.
Now, I got to throw something in here as a nomination.
All right.
That might top everything.
Okay, go ahead.
Peter Rabbit.
I don't know if that's the worst, though.
Well, Peter Rabbit, I think, was enjoyable on its own merits, but in terms of an adaptation, I feel like it was absolutely fucking the wrong tone in every conceivable way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I would probably vote for that one, but read some of the other ones again.
Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I haven't
Venom,
read the book.
A Wrinkle in Time.
And I hated A Wrinkle in Time.
I think I'd go with A Wrinkle in Time.
I didn't read any of those, so it's hard to say.
I didn't read it either. No, I did read it as a kid. And as a kid, I was like, this is fun. And as an adult, I'm like, this is horse shit.
So was it a good adaptation?
No.
And what about 50 Shades Freed?
I couldn't speak to that, but I'm told the book is also balls. So,
yeah.
If anything, it would be a good adaptation.
And what about Slender Man? It's an adaptation of a meme.
Creepy pasta.
Of a creepy pasta.
Yeah.
Actually, that might be the winner.
Ooh.
That.
Yeah. Yeah. Slender Man wins for worst film adaptation.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry. But, like, I mean, technically, yeah,
it is an adaptation of a story.
Adapting a creepypasta in the first place already seems questionable.
It's risky. Yeah.
Okay, my turn for a category. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Best movie revolving around a secret identity.
Okay.
BlacKkKlansman.
Uh-huh.
Love, Simon.
Okay.
Did you see both of those?
Not Love, Simon.
Well, those are the only 2 nominations.
That's very...
Because there's a lot of movies about people being disguised or shit, but, like, I want this movie to revolve around a secret identity.
Okay. So gonna have to go with BlacKkKlansman. Are you just voting ironically or are you voting sincerely?
You know, it just depends on what I'm feeling.
Okay.
I'm also going to go with BlacKkKlansman, though.
Okay.
Because that was some it was some very intriguing secret identity shit.
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So, next category is coolest space movie.
Ooh, so not just the space movie, but the coolest one.
Yeah.
I like it.
The nominees are First Man, not a good start. Solo, A Star Wars Story, not good. The Predator, Avengers Infinity War, and The Cloverfield Paradox. There's a very clear choice in here.
Probably the Cloverfield Paradox.
Probably The Predator.
I honestly, the Cloverfield Paradox, strictly in terms of a cool space movie, I think succeeded because there were cool sci-fi things in it. That was the only thing I thought was cool. But like, you have that shit that like I still remember of the disembodied hand like writing a message.
Yeah.
And someone like suddenly being transported and like their body has a bunch of cables going through it.
That was, yeah.
Like there were ideas there. Mm-hmm. Cool space ideas.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Uh-huh.
And Avengers Infinity War is a great movie, but in terms of space and being cool, I don't know that it was cool. It was good, but was it cool? Was I like, whoa, radical? So you know what? I think I'm going to vote for the Cloverfield Paradox.
It depends on your definition of cool, but I'm going to have to go with Avengers Infinity War. If only we had a bigger academy to work with, then we wouldn't have all these split votes.
I mean, that's okay.
Yeah.
You just hand out 2 Oscars for each of these.
That's how we'll cut it in half and give it to both.
I never thought the Cloverfield Paradox would be an Oscar winner, but here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
In a weird world.
So I've got a movie.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I've got a category.
All right.
So this one is going to be best movies about getting fucked.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Can I guess one of them?
Sure.
Duck butter?
Yes. That is one.
Cool.
50 Shades Freed.
Okay.
Blockers.
All right.
And Book Club.
Oh my god. Okay. I only saw one of these. Two. I
can't believe you remember Duck Butter.
That just stood out mostly from the title and how gross it sounded.
I was gonna have a category best duck related movie.
Duck Goose and Duck.
Yeah, I feel like we covered that ground though.
We did.
I mean, we also covered Sherlock Holmes adaptations, but I couldn't resist that one.
No, I get it, but I'd have to go with I don't know, not even seeing it. Blockers.
Honestly, I would go with 50 Shades Freed. I think they're all terrible movies.
Yeah.
All of them. But only one was so terrible that I had a big smile on my face.
That's a good point.
50 Shades Freed shockingly just had no story.
Yep.
It was amazing how awful it was.
Uh-huh.
And I smiled at it.
Yep.
Where everything else I went, where's the news? So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's your category?
Best suicide.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, shit.
Okay, so we got A Star Is Born, My Dinner with Hervé, A Quiet Place, and I want to add this one in, but it's tentative because it might be offensive. Robin Williams, Come Inside My Mind.
No, that's fair.
Okay.
It is offensive, but that's fair. I'm going to throw in... Cover your ears, Nick. This will be a spoiler.
Okay.
You're not covering your ears. I genuinely don't want you to hear this because I want you to... It's Damsel.
Okay.
You should see that movie, but now I've ruined something.
I don't know
about it for
who's
you.
committing suicide, so
But now
it can
you're
still
gonna
be a
know it's gonna
surprise.
happen, so I've ruined it.
You haven't ruined it. I still want to see it.
Also, shit. Can I ruin another movie?
Go ahead.
Listeners, please stop listening because I love these movies and I'm ruining them. Three Identical Strangers.
Oh,
Guys.
no. That one no.
You did want to see that one?
Yeah. And Damsel, but
Well, maybe you fucking should have. I saw it Cam.
yeah. I forgot. I had a lot of Oscar movies to catch up on. But anyways, best suicide. What do you think would win out of all those things we've said?
Okay. You also said A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
List some of the other ones. I gotta really
A
ruminate.
Star Is Born and My Dinner with Hervé.
Ooh.
And this isn't the quality of the movie itself, mind you.
Yeah.
This is the quality of the suicide.
Oh, the quality of the suicide?
Or how entertaining it was, or I don't know, just...
A Quiet Place was a really good suicide.
Yeah. It's kind of what I was thinking.
Like, I'm like real bummed out that I fucked those movies for you.
I'm gonna forget.
I hope so. I hope you're dumb enough where you...
I'm not dumb. It's more of a
I
matter
hope
of-
you become dumb enough.
Okay.
I hope you become very stupid.
Thank you.
Peter Rabbit had a pretty good suicide, actually. Ralph Breaks the Internet had a good suicide.
Oh.
Actually, I don't... I'm just checking through I'm like making sure we've covered all the possible suicides.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we have... Oh, Deadpool 2 definitely had a suicide. A failed suicide.
Oh, yeah.
That would probably be the winner, though, because that was a very spectacular suicide.
That was fun, yeah.
Very fun. Shit, it's probably that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'd go with Deadpool 2.
I'm making sure there aren't any other
Or
suicides, though.
Either that or A Quiet Place. I don't know.
Solo A Star Wars Story technically had a suicide, but it was a character that no one gave a shit about, so who cares?
Okay. To be fair, that applies to A Star Is Born as well.
The Sisters Brothers had, like, very many actually. So did Christopher Robin.
That was dark.
Yeah, it was weird. I would go with Deadpool 2
Okay.
for the best suicide.
Yeah. I'd go with A Quiet Place because it fits suicide. It's
That-
not best attempt.
Yes, and that was really good.
Yeah.
That and in terms of successful suicides, yeah.
It actually accomplished something.
Yeah, Deadpool 2 was never successful at it.
Yeah.
Loser. Okay.
Your turn.
So now we have best remake,
Oh,
which is different from best or worst adaptation in your case.
yeah.
So best remake, we have Tomb Raider, The Grinch, The Predator, and Shrek Retold.
And I will throw this in. Widows is a remake of a 1980s British TV crime drama.
All right. I will allow it.
Okay.
So what's the best remake?
Okay, sorry, can you read them again?
We have Tomb Raider, The Grinch, The Predator, Shrek Retold, and Widows.
I'd just go with Shrek Retold.
Yep, me too. By far.
Okay.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, onward.
Okay, so best omitting important details from an existing person's life.
Okay.
We have Green Book, and we have Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh. Oh, that's a great one. Green Book, because at least Bohemian Rhapsody, for all it omitted, it spent a lot of time jerking off Freddie Mercury as much as it possibly could.
Yeah.
They didn't jerk off
Doctor, what's his name?
Yeah, Dr. What's his... I mean, clearly they needed to jerk him off more if we can't remember his name.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
You agree?
And, the thing that bothered me the most about it is, like, he was gay, and they just briefly acknowledged it, like, oh, hey, he was arrested for being gay a little bit. Oh, it's over. Bye. No more gay. Gay's gone.
Yeah, that was annoying. Yeah. And that was in both movies, really.
Kind of.
More so in Green Book than Bohemian Rhapsody, but both of them, they're clearly gay, and that's a huge plot point, but they're like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready for my category?
Uh-huh.
All right, we have Best Boy and His Dog Movie.
Okay.
Isle of Dogs.
Uh-huh.
Axel.
Wait, what about that Alpha one? You didn't see that?
I didn't see Alpha. Did you see Alpha?
No.
That would probably win easily, just in terms of sheer boy and his dog movies. But we didn't see Alpha, so fuck it. What would you vote for?
Isle of Dogs.
I can be ironic here and go for Axel.
All right, well, you gotta mix it up once in a while.
Axel was awful.
Yeah.
But I want it to win an Oscar.
Okay, great. And now it has half an Oscar.
I also specifically want it to beat out Isle of Dogs.
Okay.
Something that was probably slaved over with so much creativity and effort.
Yeah.
Then Axel is like the equivalent of someone eating expired Pizza Hut like salad. And no, like every time I have the lunch buffet at Pizza Hut, like there's like a 50-50 chance their chocolate pudding will be spoiled. It's like someone just ate all of it. Didn't even think about whether or not it was spoiled and took a slimy diuretic dump. And then it went, bark, I'm a robot dog. All right, I'll drink to that. Hold on, I got let's toast to Axel winning an Oscar.
Toasting to Axel. It earned it.
I got Cocoa Mocha Nut. Oh, there's like chocolate and shit in here. You might want to try this one, actually.
I don't know.
I know you're scared, but listen, if you're gonna drink any of these bottles, I think you'd want the one that's coconut and coffee and chocolate and caramel. I'm gonna save this.
I can't take shots though. I drink it excruciatingly slowly.
Well, you can. There's no one telling you that you can't drink this excruciatingly slowly.
I guess that's true. I'll wait till I finish this.
Yeah, I won't make you have it now.
All right, that's fair.
But I will have some Baileys. I got some Baileys here. Oh man, I'm down on a lot of these. I mean, I guess I got a good reason. All right, your turn for a category.
Right, so my category is Best Nicolas Cage Performance.
Oh, okay.
So the categories are... I keep... The nominees are Mandy, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, 211, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I'm really happy you included 211 on my behalf.
That was all for you.
Oh, man. I'm not even going to fuck around here, Mandy.
Second place, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that was also excellent. It was really, really, really good.
Yeah.
But, all right, yeah, no fucking around there.
Nope.
Best movie about preliminary men.
What's preliminary?
You're gonna understand when I read the nominees.
Okay.
So repeating, best movie about preliminary men. We have First Man and Early Man.
All right. Based on what I've heard about Early Man, I kind of want to go with First Man.
I will also go with First Man. I love Aardman, but they fucked right up with Early Man.
Yeah.
Oh, what a miss. Probably easily the worst thing they've ever made. And it's not even that bad.
So you like Fleshed Away better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fleshed Away is the best thing they've ever made.
Not Chicken Run or Wallace and Gromit?
Okay, Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit, fucking leagues above Chicken Run. Chicken Run doesn't fucking touch a nipple on Wallace.
I know. It's a childhood thing of mine.
I apologize. I got a little heated there. Why don't you read one of your categories just to feel a little bit better?
Next one. This might be a category you'd be able to chip in on. Most boring movie. We've got.
Oh no.
You're gonna have a lot. I feel like. All right, this will be a long list. Okay.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. So we got Slender Man. We've got Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. We've got 50 Shades Freed, and we have Death Wish.
Throwing life of the party. Did you think it was boring?
It was infuriating, so I didn't have time to be bored. But I don't know.
That's fair. I would still throw it in.
Okay.
What about Action Point?
Ooh, yeah.
Most boring. I always feel like an asshole when I vote for the thing that I've thrown in, and I don't intend to. But Action Point really did probably bore me the most.
Yeah. I'd either go with Slender Man or Fantastic Beasts.
I'm not upset if either of those win.
Yeah, Slender Man, I'd say. Two awards for Slender Man.
Wow,
in this award
really?
show. It's really taken him home.
Well, that's fantastic. And you know what?
Great.
That brings me to my next category.
Okay.
Which is not related at all, but I just wanted that transition.
Alrighty.
We have Best Animated Superhero Movie.
Okay.
Really specific, right?
Yep.
There's not going to be a lot of them.
No.
We have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Uh-huh.
Incredibles 2.
Uh-huh.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Uh-huh.
We had a lot this year.
Yeah.
You could even technically count Next Gen, but it's like not technically a superhero, so I didn't throw it in there.
Right.
But 3 animated superhero movies in 1 year?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
It is.
Because I think most years we get 0, and now we have 3.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What do you vote for? Okay, yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, okay.
There's no fucking contest.
Man, I mean, most people are clamoring for Incredibles 2, and like most years that would probably win, right? But
everyone's loving Spider-Verse, which I'm happy about.
Is superior in every way to Incredibles 2.
Absolutely.
Already did not really curry much favor with me.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Your turn, big boy.
Moving on. Second page.
You should drink more. We're going through these quickly.
I'll drink more.
We got to make sure that we're fucking up this podcast.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there he goes. There's my big boy being a big boy for me.
That's me. All right. Spookiest movie.
Oh, shit.
The nominees are Halloween, Suspiria, Annihilation, A Quiet Place, Hereditary, kind of ironically, and Apostle.
Not Hellfest?
No.
All right. Not the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society?
I don't think that involved horror.
I might actually go with Annihilation. That was kind of cosmically terrifying.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure counts as spooky exactly.
Yeah, I could see it.
If I was going for pure spooks, I think Halloween for me. I didn't see Suspiria, which I hear is a great movie.
Yeah. I'd go with Suspiria. Like, that was legitimately very unnerving.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I understand that. Mm-hmm. I understand your decision.
Yep.
Nick?
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with that.
That's good.
But that does bring me to best movie about body positivity.
Okay.
We got Dumpling.
Uh-huh.
And we got I Feel Pretty.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
What do you want to win?
Dumpling. I don't really want, but if I had to pick.
I feel exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly Dumpling.
Okay.
All right. But it's important stuff, body positivity. So I guess Dumpling wins.
Yep.
But we could both agree I Feel Pretty is poo-poo doo-doo.
Yep.
Cool. You didn't see it, though.
I didn't.
I'm surprised. Like, one of all the movies that I saw and you didn't, I Feel Pretty wasn't the one where you're like, oh, I gotta see that. That's like the movie of the year.
Yeah, I know. I missed out. I slacked off.
It's all right. I mean, I have my Suspiria and you have your I Feel Pretty. It's, yeah. All right.
Yeah, makes sense.
Moving on.
All right, so mine is best appearance of Fat Aragorn and Velma.
Okay.
It's a very limited category.
I'm shocked there's going to be more than one, so here we go.
There's Green Book, and that's it.
What the fuck?
I just really wanted to write that out. Moving on.
No, hold on. I want to submit something else.
Okay.
I submit a simple favor because Linda Cardinelli was also in that.
She was?
She was. She had one scene.
Oh.
She was a spurned lesbian artist.
All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll accept that. And Viggo Mortensen could have been somewhere in the distance.
Yeah.
All right. All right, fair enough.
I vote for that because I don't want Green Book to win.
Yeah, okay. I vote for a simple favor, too.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Okay. We've got best movie revolving around the recreational games.
Okay.
Truth or Dare.
Uh-huh.
Tag.
Uh-huh.
Puzzle.
Yep.
And Game Night.
Okay.
There are a lot more than you'd think.
Yeah, there are. Me personally, I'd have to go with Tag.
Yeah, I would also go with Tag. I'm very happy about Tag.
Me too. It was way better than either of us expected.
I'm happy we both liked it that much.
Yep.
It was a great movie. All right.
Moving on. Most infuriating movie.
Oh, okay.
All right. We've got The House That Jack Built.
All right.
We've got Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich. We've got A Star Is Born. And we've got Life of the Party. Has any movie pissed you off with either how boring it was or how infuriating, how irritating?
Bohemian Rhapsody really infuriated me.
Yeah.
Which I would vote for that, but I wanna vote for one of your categories, and Life of the Party is literally just one notch below Bohemian Rhapsody for me. So I'll vote for Life of the Party.
I'll go with Life of the Party too, because I mean, at least the House that Jack Built did have some form of craft to it.
All right. Hey, there we go. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna have best movies with unusually large animals.
Okay.
We've got Snake Out of Compton.
Okay.
The Meg.
Okay.
Rampage.
Uh-huh.
And Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay. There were also there weren't many, but Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald.
I'm not counting like creatures or monsters.
Actual
like
animals.
animals in our world.
Gotcha. Sorry, repeat the categories one more time, or nominees.
We got Snake Out of Compton.
Yep.
We got The Meg. We got Rampage.
Yep.
And we got Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay. Well, in terms of creatures, like big monsters and that delivering on that premise, I'd go with Rampage. But in terms of quality, I'd say Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I feel exactly the same way, actually. Yeah, you put that very well.
Yeah.
Rampage does that premise great. But Ant-Man and the Wasp is entertaining.
Yeah.
Hey, Rampage was fairly entertaining.
Just
but
not as good.
Definitely not, no.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so next one is Best Racism.
Oh, okay.
We've got BlacKkKlansman. We've got Green Book, obligatorily. We've got Blind Spotting. And we've got Sorry to Bother You. Do you have any racism-based movies you've seen that I haven't?
Let me just pull on through. I mean, Operation Finale, technically. Well, no, that's not a race.
Anti-Semitism is...
It's not a race.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think it's unreasonable to lump that in with racism, really. But
isn't.
The Grinch. The Grinch is like a race, right?
Yep.
Aquaman, the race of fish.
They're very persecuted.
Did you include Black Panther in that?
There was brief racism. I don't.
That was like the villain's main thing.
Yeah, but the villain.
Oh, so you mean like actual like displays of racism
throughout like the whole movie?
Okay, all right. BlacKkKlansman, I think easily for me.
Yeah,
that was an intense amount of racism.
Mm-hmm. I think also Blind Spotting's close, but it's less overt and more systemic and kind of institutionalized.
I think it's
racism.
More powerful. Stuff in Blind Spotting that hit home. Probably, I argue way more than BlacKkKlansman did. But
I'd say so too.
BlacKkKlansman was definitely really good.
Yeah. So I'd say Blind Spotting, but
all right, that's fair. We got a split vote there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think this one we're gonna agree with. I actually have no idea.
Okay.
But we have best movie involving identical strangers.
I feel like this is going to be...
We have 3 identical strangers.
Yes.
And we have Cam.
Okay, so I'm going to go with 3 identical strangers.
Hey, me too.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
But Cam was good.
Yeah, it just... I can tell from the hype that 3 identical strangers deserves that.
Yes, and have you already forgotten how I ruined it for you?
No, but I will.
Oh, okay. Go along.
Okay. So next category is least interesting historical drama.
Okay.
We've got First Man. We've got My Dinner with Hervé. We've got Bohemian Rhapsody. We've got Green Book. We've got Lizzie. These are some repeats, but, whatever.
Least interesting, so most boring?
Yeah. It's like most boring movie, but...
And what was the very first one you said?
First Man.
Honestly, I hate Bohemian Rhapsody, but it's very memorable for how much I hate it.
Uh-huh.
I would go with My Dinner with Hervé.
Yeah, it was pretty... Actually, you say that... You didn't see Lizzie. I saw Lizzie. I'd say Lizzie was probably the most bland historical drama.
I don't blame that. That's fair.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So I now have this category.
Okay.
Best movie about troublesome cops. We got Super Troopers 2. And we got Blind Spotting.
That's a very different kind of troublesome cop. One that shoots people of color and one that's cops that smoke weed.
Gets high on the job. Oh, jeez.
Oh, what a goof.
So which one?
Blind Spotting.
Are you sure?
I didn't see Super Troopers 2, but also it didn't seem that good.
I'm going to have to go with Blind Spotting 2, personally. I think if I'm picking a troublesome cop scenario that resonates with me more, Super Troopers 2 comes close. But Blind Spotting blows it right the fuck out of the water in every conceivable way.
Absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So my next one is Best Child Abuse.
Oh, well, I thought I got offensive, but I'm glad you're following up. All right.
We've got The Kindergarten Teacher. We've got 8th Grade. We've got Mid-90s. We've got Slender Man and The Tale. I don't think you've seen 3 of these, but out of, I don't know, what you know and from 8th Grade and Slender Man, what would you... Oh, wait, did you see Mid-90s?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
8th grade with child abuse?
Well, a child abusing another child, kind of.
That was a very funny noise. I literally opened my mouth and it sounded like a little duck talking.
That was...
Is that... I won't argue if it's a child. I mean, it feels different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when it's a child abusing another child, and it just feels like an asshole.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I guess Slender Man.
Yeah,
creepy.
From what I heard, I'd say The Tale, because there's sexual assault against a child.
And you saw that one. Okay, yeah, I'll vote for The Tale, too. I remember you talking about it.
Yeah.
I guess if we're going for the most abusive abuse...
That'll do it.
The Tale, yeah.
And The Kindergarten Teacher involved kidnapping a child, but the child never really got harmed, so,
All right, so if I did my math correctly, you should have 1 more left?
Yeah.
All right, so I have 2 more left.
Okay.
So I'm going to do one. We'll do some good drinking after that.
Yeah.
Not quite. Well, you want to do it now?
Oh, I don't know. We'll wait.
We'll do one more category and then do it.
Okay.
All right. I've got a big one here.
Okay.
Best internet movie.
Oh.
There aren't going to be that many.
Okay.
Except maybe there are.
Ooh.
Get ready.
Okay.
The American Meme.
Okay.
Slender Man.
Uh-huh.
Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Okay.
Unfriended Dark Web.
Yep.
Cam.
Yep.
Searching.
Yep.
Is that not a shocking amount of internet movies?
That is a shocking amount.
Right?
Yeah. I'd have to go with Searching, I think. Based off all of those.
You know, I didn't even think about it, but Searching is the right answer.
Yes, but the wrong answer
What?
is Unfriended Dark Web.
Ralph Breaks the Internet is always the wrong answer, so
Okay.
I can't even bring myself to ironically vote for that, though. So Slender Man, I can bring myself to
What about
ironically vote for
Unfriended?
Slender Man. It's like it's boring, but then the deaths are pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
So it's like in the middle. Slender Man had one funny moment, and everything else was like, this is what a golden shower feels like, except it's cold piss.
Dead piss.
All right, I've got vodka here.
Okay.
You gonna finish your drink?
I think so.
Are you feeling anything?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
A bit. There's some. Yeah, I see that.
Oh my god. Ah. Oh boy.
All right.
Well, your drink was much sweeter than mine.
Yep.
Nick, I guess I can accept you're processing things in different ways, but
Yeah.
this is fucked. This whole situation's fucked.
It is.
It's completely fucked. Do you think it's fucked?
I think it's beyond fucked. I think we were fucked over and we just, I don't know.
We're supposed to be a fucking band.
I trying to find the root cause of all this, and is it the podcast itself? Or did they have doubts from the start? Is something funny? Jesus.
Do your last category. Come on.
Okay. Most accidentally funny movie.
Okay. All right.
Going out strong. We've got Hereditary. We've got Bird Box. We've got Slender Man. And we've got Truth or Dare.
Accidentally funny movie.
Yeah.
Truth or Dare, I'd have to vote for.
Yeah, either that or Hereditary.
Oh. Yeah, Hereditary.
Yeah, the moment I caved at the dad being lit on fire was the most freeing moment I felt in my life.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, I agree with Hereditary.
All right. Put my list aside. It's all you now.
This is my favorite category.
Okay.
Which is so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Movies. Best movie based at a lodging facility.
Okay.
Hotel Transylvania 3.
Yes.
Technically, because
Okay.
hotel's in the title.
Yep.
Bad Times at the El Royale.
Yep.
Green Book.
Okay.
And Hotel Artemis.
Ah, yes.
They're just...
Bad Times at the El Royale.
Yes! It's the best movie of the fucking year.
Second best for me.
Best movie of the fucking year. Your second best. Well, I guess this would transition into us just talking about our favorite movies. So you know what? I want you to pull up my list that I made, and I'm going to pull up your list, okay?
Okay. We'll do this together.
We're going to criticize the shit out of each other.
I don't know about this shit.
No, we'll be reasonable.
Okay.
I remember when we were a band and we had bandmates that were all there, and it was really great.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
remember it.
I shouldn't bring that up.
It was a very short time ago.
Yeah. All right. It's time for some criticism.
Okay.
Let's see here. You thought Truth or Dare was the worst movie of the year?
I don't think I put that at the bottom.
Oh, you did.
I did?
You did.
Oh.
What do you now think is the worst movie of the year?
I think it probably should have went to something like Slender Man or Death Wish.
Well, Slender Man is the 5th worst movie of the year.
Oh.
Death
Life
Wish
of the
is the
Party
6th.
should be worse.
Life of the Party you got as 2nd worst.
Okay.
And I accept that as worst. I mean, Nick and I do our lists a little bit differently because for me, if a movie is bad but it entertains me, I put it pretty high up because I just go by entertainment. Nick, I think it goes by purity a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's like if it's shit and even if he loves it, he'll put it low.
Yeah. And I see your bottom 2 are The Crimes of Grindelwald being the worst, followed by Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, that's right. I have a Best Picture nominee as the 2nd worst movie of the year, and I'm not doing that for attention.
The 125th best movie of the year.
Of 126, yes,
Yep.
that's a good positive way that we can spin it, sure.
Yep.
I was so annoyed with that movie. I hated it, and it's nominated for Best Picture. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Some of these movies I agree with Action Point. I understand why 50 Shades Freed is in your bottom 3. I understand why Jurassic World is down there too. I get it. I thought Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was highly entertaining. But fair enough. You got Sherlock Gnomes right in between A Wrinkle in Time and Venom. Can you explain that for me?
Well, it set out what it meant to do, but it just didn't resonate with me. It was funny and it was weird, but at the end of the day, I still question its existence and just, instead of being charmed by its oddness, it was more just off-putting to me.
What made you put Venom just below Sherlock Gnomes?
The fun bad parts weren't fun enough to make it better than Sherlock Gnomes.
Okay, so what made Sherlock Gnomes a little bit better than Venom?
It was more creative.
Okay, but what made A Wrinkle in Time a little better than Sherlock Gnomes?
You know what? I didn't think out this list as much as I should have.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't know. The fact that they cast a black lead.
That helps.
Yeah.
There was a black gnome in Sherlock Gnomes.
Oh.
It's like Sherlock Gnome. It was the what's the girl character in the Sherlock Holmes franchise?
Juliet?
The fuck? No, the Sherlock Holmes, not the gnome franchise.
Oh.
That's very problematic that you now associate Romeo and Juliet with Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
That's the girl. Rachel McAdams played her.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I don't either. It's a famous name. Whatever. All right, I gotta ask. Well, no, it's your turn to pick something apart with me.
All right. You put The Predator ahead of The House with a Clock in Its Walls and Rampage. I thought Rampage wasn't good, but I think it still deserves like a better honor than The Predator, which I'd say was like infuriating, kind of.
You might be right, because Rampage didn't really infuriate me.
Yeah.
Parts of it were boring, but you might be right. The Rampage deserves to be in front of The Predator. And what else did I have there?
The House with a Clock in Its Walls below The Predator. I mean, it wasn't good, but it's, again, I don't
see. The Predator was not terribly entertaining for how bad it was. It was mostly just confusing and annoying.
Yeah.
I would probably rather watch A House with a Clock in Its Walls, though. I would put The Predator even lower than both of those.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what would be next? Like, what would be the next? If I put it below those two movies, then what is it directly above?
Dumpling.
Put it below Dumpling. What's next?
The Guernsey literary fucking whatever. I'm glad I'm not the only one
That's
who
a
didn't
tough one.
think out everything.
I actually
perfectly.
thought it out for a very, very, very long time, but I also had 126 movies.
It's a lot,
So it
I
becomes very difficult.
Yes.
Ooh, boy. Put it below Guernsey.
Okay.
What's beneath that?
Old Man and the Gun.
Leave it there.
Okay. Perfect. We found the right spot.
No.
What?
Below Old Man and the Gun.
Then Pacific Rim Uprising.
Okay, leave it there.
Finally.
Okay. Listen, I have to ask.
Okay.
You got Peter Rabbit, one notch above Rampage.
Uh-huh.
Why is that?
It
Two
was
wacky animal movies.
Yeah, it was entertaining, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's still a very strange adaptation of a very quaint, whimsical, story about a rabbit in the woods that's mostly peaceful. And it was just very out there. And there were fun parts, but it just was kind of weird.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything for me?
I'm just,
Because I'll try to, I'll
well,
see.
I am. It's just more me bumping into your problem of putting bad movies that entertain you high on a list.
I know that's gonna bother you. Which one bothers you the most of my bad movies that are high?
I just looked at Truth or Dare being above, like Teen Titans Go or Vice or Annihilation. Annihilation's below Sherlock Gnomes.
Oh no!
And Annihilation is also below Unfriended Dark Web, which just seems insulting.
I will fully admit I feel guilty about Annihilation because I feel like it's a greater movie than I give it credit for. I feel the same way about it in certain respects that I do with Roma. I'm like, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. But it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
It's like, that's how I felt coming out of it. It felt like it was amazing, but I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
And I can't exactly say the same with Truth or Dare or other movies. I mean, some parts are certainly boring, but there were parts that were certainly very entertaining.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got something interesting, though. You got Isle of Dogs above Teen Titans Go to the Movies by a considerable margin.
Yeah.
15 placement points.
Well, Isle of Dogs pissed me off because it was Wes Anderson, like, whiteifying Japan. It was still fun in a way, and it's still... I don't know. I can still be a sucker for a Wes Anderson claymation movie. It wasn't like Fantastic Mr. Fox, but I don't know. It just... And Teen Titans Go to the Movie was fun, but I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Before you continue looking, what if you tried one?
Okay, I'll try it.
Listen, it's this.
But if I don't finish it...
I might request one more sip, but I won't request more than two.
Okay. Not bad.
Yay. Yay. And I mean, it's like the most desserty fucking thing you're gonna find.
Yeah.
I'm almost a little jealous because not too bad.
No.
Thank you for helping me finish off because I am now done with 5 out of my 7 bottles.
Yeah.
And this whiskey is gonna be the very last, and you'll help me with the other one. All right. I got a bone to pick.
Okay.
Your Marvel movie placements. We had 4 this year.
Yep.
You have Avengers Infinity Wars, the worst of all of them.
I feel like I also haven't revised the list that much.
Actually, hold on. There are... No, that's right. Deadpool 2 is DC.
No, it isn't.
Oh, that's right. There are 5 Marvel movies this year, then. And you have the worst out of 5.
I don't think that's... I don't think my placement was thought out.
Is it better than Deadpool 2?
Yes.
Is it better than Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yes.
Is it better than Black Panther?
See, I also take cultural significance into account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you for that one.
Yeah.
But listen, Black Panther was significant in terms of important culture. Avengers Infinity War was significant in terms of pop culture.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's not as important, but arguably as momentous.
Yeah.
So, or that could be a very stupid thing I just said.
I will say I was more entertained by Infinity War than I was by BlacKkKlansman, but
BlacKkKlansman.
Black Panther.
I mean, that could be true either way. No, I am happy that there are 2 movies nominated for Best Picture that are black.
Yeah.
Should have had. Are there other black movies that could have been nominated that just specifically have a black Sherlock Holmes?
Black Sherlock Holmes.
Unfriended Black Web. Oh, they should have done that. Oh well.
Missed opportunity.
But all right, I can respect that. I understand. And Spider-Verse, I get putting all the way at the top. I did that too. Mm-hmm. I had Avengers right below well, not right below, but my second favorite Marvel movie of the year.
Question wait a minute. You put Infinity War above Spider-Verse?
Did I?
Yeah.
What?
You put Infinity War at 8th place and Spider-Verse at 12th.
Listen, Spider-Verse was a really great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny, very action-packed. But I can't deny that Avengers Infinity War, I feel like a lot of people, well, maybe not a lot, but definitely there's probably a wave of people that forget how excited they were to see it.
Yeah.
I had an absurd amount of hype for that movie.
That's true.
And it delivered.
It did.
It was really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved watching it. And that's the thing. Spider-Verse was a great, funny movie. But Avengers Infinity War was also great and funny. It wasn't as funny, but arguably it was more intense and action-packed.
True.
And memorable. So it is tough. And I'm glad they're within 4 places of each other because it is a close call. But I don't know, if I was going to buy one of them, and listen, I love animation, and I really respect what Spider-Verse is doing for animation. So that's the thing, even culturally, I'd probably give Infinity War the edge. It's such a tough race.
Yeah.
They're both great. It's an amazing year for Marvel. Mm-hmm. So good. But I would put Infinity War over it.
Okay.
I stand by that.
Gotcha. And since that was still technically my category, I just got a question to ask. I remember you talking about a futile and stupid gesture.
Yeah.
But you didn't hype it up to be worthy of transcending Infinity War.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know if I could even call it an excellent movie. I think it's very, very good.
Yeah.
But it's just a movie that I'm always going to want to watch.
Okay.
Because it's just a really funny. It's one of those just easygoing movies where every single minute there's something that I find funny or amusing. And I like movies like that.
Yeah.
I just like really good comedies. And in terms of a narrative, there's not anything particularly significant about it. But I really enjoy watching it. Is it better than... boy, that's tough. It is tough, because it's tough when you're trying to put a casual viewing experience in the mix of other viewing experiences.
Stuff,
yeah. I think I would. I think I would rather if someone's like, "Hey, what do you want to watch? Do you want a futile and stupid gesture or Avengers: Infinity War?" That's like it's kind of a bias because heavier movies it takes a little more motivation to throw yourself into, and it's easier to go. I want to watch the movie that makes me laugh every minute.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh, like I suppose there are some moods where futile and stupid gestures should be lower, but. I'm not necessarily going to refute it right now. I think I'll stand by it.
fair enough.
Let's see you have, and I assume I know the reason behind this. We've alluded to this.
Mm-hmm.
We both really liked Bad Times at the El Royale.
Yep.
But for you, one movie trumped it.
Uh-huh.
It was Sorry to Bother You.
Yes.
Now, where did I put Sorry to Bother You? Did that bother you? And then if so, I'm sorry.
It didn't bother me because I understand why it didn't speak to you and you articulated why it didn't like hit you as hard, but you put it in 24th place.
Oh, wow. And you put it in first.
Yep.
So that's pretty low. Because
I put Unsane like 15th or 20th, so.
And I put that, like third or fourth?
Fourth, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to Bother You is a great movie. And from what I like for you, it just spoke to your political views, especially.
In a way I never got in any other movie.
So I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And I'm just happy you liked El Royale as much as you did.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see in 2019 there might be some movie that particularly speaks to me. I don't know. We're not going to talk about 2019 movies, though, because hopefully this is the fucking end.
Oh, man, hopefully.
I'm just looking forward to Mrs. Seelan hearing this shit and just canceling it.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's bad enough.
I mean, we did say some potentially offensive shit. I said best child abuse.
I don't know. I feel like we have... It just feels like we've been talking about movies, like, genuinely. Like, we... Yeah, I almost feel like that's just been this whole fucking podcast is like, maybe we have enjoyed movies more than we think.
No.
And we're a lot better at movies than we want to let on.
Maybe.
And maybe that's actually supposed to be our things to music.
That's a lot to swallow.
I mean, that seems real fucking weird and stupid.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just get those weird thoughts.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, we're supposed to be sabotaging this, and yeah, we're drinking. Me better than you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like we fucked this up too much.
No, it seems to have gone mostly like other episodes.
Are we done picking on each other's lists?
I was done.
And shit like that? I guess we should read our bottom 10 and our top 10.
Yeah.
And then I want
do that.
and then we're going to get into it. We're going to get into this shit. All right, so how about this? I'm going to read your bottom 10 and top 10, and you read mine. That'll be interesting,
sure.
all right? So, all right, Nick's bottom 10. We'll start with that. Number 10, The Cloverfield Paradox. Number 9, Unfriended Dark Web. Number 8, Hellfest. Number 7, The Nun. Number 6, Death Wish. Number 5, Slender Man. Number 4, Action Park. Number 3, 50 Shades Freed. Number 2, Life of the Party. And number 1, Truth or Dare. And Nick's giving me a look like, oh, I should have edited this. So just remember the comments that were made earlier and modify the list mentally accordingly.
Yep.
All right, Nick.
All right, so your bottom 10. Number 10, Juliet Naked. Number 9, Action Point.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, Axel. Number 7, I Feel Pretty. Number 6, Uncle Drew. Number 5, Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Number 4, Slender Man. Number 3, Life of the Party. Number 2, Bohemian Rhapsody. And number 1, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yeah. I find that we're mostly in agreement. I mean, some of those movies you obviously didn't see. Same with me.
Yep.
But all right, I'm going to read your top 10. Nick's top 10 movies of 2018. Number 10, Blind Spotting. Number 9, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Number 8, 8th Grade. Number 7, Suspiria. Number 6, Widows. Number 5, Mandy. Number 4, BlacKkKlansman. Number 3, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Number 2, Bad Times at the El Royale. And number 1, Sherlock Gnomes. Sorry to bother you.
Yep. Okay. So, number 10 for Drew is Three Identical Strangers. Number 9, BlacKkKlansman. Number 8, Avengers Infinity War. Number 7, A Futile and Stupid Gesture. Number 6, Damsel. Number 5, The Favorite. Number 4, Unsane. Number 3, Upgrade. Number 2, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. And number 1, The Bad Times at the El Royale.
So how many in our top 10 do we share? We both have Bad Times. We both have Buster Scruggs.
And BlacKkKlansman.
Yeah.
We both have. And that's
our top 20 is probably very similar, though.
yeah, except for things like Venom and
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
yeah.
But okay, let's fucking. I guess we can stop talking about fucking movies, right?
Yeah, I think we just about hit all we needed to hit on.
'Cause I don't know about this fucking movie thing, but let's fucking shit all over Fissure Mist Media, which is a shitty fucking company.
They fucking just dragged us out and didn't let us use the fucking audio equipment we wanted to use to record our goddamn music.
Yeah, because, all right, I mean, we can fucking talk about it. We were supposed to be kind of like hush-hush about it, but fuck it.
We want to get fired. Let's go.
Yeah, so I, as you know, have kind of had, I won't call them schemes, but I've had various ideas to try to propel
our band. Yep.
the
former band.
Please don't say that.
Sorry.
Don't
sorry,
fucking.
Sorry.
What the fuck was I talking about?
Your schemes or your ideas.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to do things to make the band get to the top.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I figured, we need to record somewhere important, like in a professional place. But because the band's not too successful, and we're not the most tremendously successful outside of the bands, it takes a lot of money to record an album. And basically, I was approaching all these local studios. I mean, there's not too many of them.
No, not really.
But I was trying to see if there was a deal we could strike, basically. And pretty much all of them said, go fuck yourself, of course.
More or less.
But the worst one, apparently, because they get fucking no business. It's fucking pathetic. Like, no one's ever here.
And they lie about all the success they've had.
And the microphone selection is shit. I'm not an expert on microphones, but I know enough.
Mm-hmm.
And there aren't even 2 matching microphones. The audio quality for our voices sounds different.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm not even confident about the acoustic treatment of the room.
Yeah.
I see the fucking foam, but there's not a lot of it.
It's probably not good foam.
No. But this bullshit studio, they're like, I've fucking Mrs. Seelan. Can't remember her first name. Might be Deborah. I don't fucking know.
It doesn't matter.
And I'm having a meeting with her. Nick wasn't there because Nick doesn't care as much. Or fucking whatever. But I'm there alone. And she has this fucking... I guess Mrs. Seelan wants to be a movie star or some shit. I don't know.
Or some kind of producer. I got no idea.
Basically, she's got this big idea in her head that she wants to be a Hollywood lady.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. She wants big movie business. And so she's like, let me have some whiskey.
I'll have some of my chocolate coconut caramel.
Oh, I didn't have all of it that time. So she's like, Mrs. Seelan, fucking jackass just wants to be Hollywood lady or something. And she's like, hey, you know what? I'll make you a deal. You guys do a movie podcast, and I'll let you record your album for free. And I guess her thought was that if the movie podcast got popular enough, that people would start respecting Fisher Mist Media, and they take Hollywood to her, you know, like that's some sort of fucking osmosis or something.
Huh, yeah, adds up.
You got to get involved in the movie business to attract the movie business. And I didn't tell her. I agreed to it because the idea of recording for free in a recording studio, that was what we needed.
Didn't come true at the time.
But I knew, like, we're not movie people.
No.
But
maybe we are now.
No. We're Blinkity Bloop. We're supposed to be. Whatever. So we fucking jumped into it, and it was weird, and it didn't work for our schedules, and we've complained about it a lot, and I don't know. It's bullshit. That's the thing. Is that Mrs. Sealand's just been fucking around all the time. Like, we might never get to fucking record. How long is it gonna be? Like, we're not able to record this until the podcast gets a certain amount of listeners, and I don't fucking think anyone's listening to this bullshit.
I don't think so either.
It's been a fucking year. Who fucking cares?
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
I'm tired of fucking waiting, and what the fuck are we gonna do anyway? The fucking band fucking quit!
Yep.
And this is my whole life. I'm sorry. We're supposed to be Blinkity Bloop.
The band, not the podcast. Yeah, just let it out as... I don't know what else.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't... We're supposed to... Me and you.
I know.
We're supposed to be...
I know. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's... You can... I'm not...
Why don't you get fucking... Why aren't you fucking sad about this?
I am. This is how I show it. Just...
That's how you show it? Fucking... I don't want it to... I feel like it's over, but at the same time, I don't want it to end.
I know.
Let's finish this. I don't want it to end, Nick. I don't want it to end.
No one ever does.
But I don't know. I mean, we're fucking up the podcast, and the band is fucked up too, so do we even have a Blinkity Bloop anymore? What if Blinkity Bloop isn't the podcast, and if Blinkity Bloop isn't a band, then what is Blinkity Bloop?
I mean, maybe it's you and me.
I like that.
Whatever it is we do, we can just be Blinkity Bloop. It doesn't have to be one thing.
Do you promise that it's you and me? That because I don't know. I worry that we're not always the best team, but can the two of us, can we just be Blinkity Bloop?
I think we can give it our best shot. That's all anyone ever can do.
I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, hey, guess what?
What?
Email from Mrs. Seelan of all times.
Oh, well, I mean, we haven't released the episode yet, so I don't see...
Well, she, I guess a Hollywood-driven lady would have Hollywood timing, right? This is like a fucking movie. Oh. I guess this is good news. We're fired.
Oh,
this podcast didn't even come out yet, but
I wasn't expecting it so soon.
Mrs. Seelan apparently, because I don't know what her deal is or if she listens to episodes, but I guess she noticed that we didn't do tags, spoiler tags.
Oh, like when we gave away a part of a movie?
Yeah, remember? Shit, did you forget about that too?
Oh.
I thought you were gonna step up and do it.
Yeah, but it didn't seem that important at the time. It's just like, hey, if this is a movie you want to see, don't listen. It should be obvious.
Well, she told us to do it.
Yeah, but she's told us other things, and we haven't followed through, and it's been fine.
Yeah, she fucking sucks. I guess none of us did spoiler tags.
No.
Like we were supposed to, and that's why we...
Of all the things.
We didn't even have to fuck up this episode. I guess we were already just fired because we didn't do spoiler tags.
So we recorded it for nothing, I guess.
I guess we're free. We're done.
Oh, it kind of seems bittersweet. I wanted to get fired of our own fruition, kind of. So she kind of took the fun out of it, if you think about it.
I guess so, but this concludes a chapter, and I don't know what's next for Blinkity Bloop, but I know Blinkity Bloop, as in Nick and Drew. That'll keep going on.
In many forms, or one other form. I don't know what'll...
We'll figure it out. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it will be movies. I don't know. But we're Blinkity Bloop.
We are.
I don't know, though. I feel this feeling of like we're done with Fisherman's Media. We don't have to come back here, but it feels like it was a total waste of time. You know what I mean? Like just this whole journey. What did we even? We started with the band and the goal, and now we've lost both.
Mm.
You know what?
What?
Fuck it. We're in the fucking studio, and we both had. Did you finish your thing there?
Not yet.
Why don't you finish it up?
All right.
While I present this idea to you, we're fucking here. We're fucking Blinkity Bloop. And yeah, the rest of the band members aren't there. But we've got the two of us. Why don't we... Oh, man, you're really making a face there, but I appreciate your effort. You could do it. Go, go, go. Oh, man. You look so miserable. I appreciate your... Oh, man, we're Blinkity Bloop. There you go, buddy. Yeah. No one can see this. No one can see your pain, but we can hear your pain. Cough a little more. That's good.
Yeah. All right, I'll go on.
Oh, yeah, we did it. Why don't... Listen, I know we're a little inebriated.
Uh-huh.
Why don't we just take advantage of the fact we're here in this shitty, worst fucking ever recording studio and record something that we've been working on, a Blinkity Bloop thing.
A song?
Yeah. So why don't you want to try it?
Yeah, let's give it a shot for old time's sake.
All right, let's do it. Let's fucking record. This is
All
great.
right, yeah, let's go. Oh, hey, do you want this on the same recording as the podcast?
For the music. Well, let's do a new recording for it, actually.
All right, yeah, might as well.
So we can stop here.